Good evening, and welcome to the 2013 Northwest Arkansas Heart Ball. On behalf of Hallmark Cards and our employees, we are honored to be a part of this very special evening. Tonight, we come together to build awareness of the risks associated with heart disease and stroke, and to raise money for the important work of the American Heart Association. The association continues to fund breakthrough research efforts for CPR techniques, programs designed to prevent heart disease like Go Red for Women, and efforts to help survivors and their families thrive. I hope that you might consider personally donating to this life-saving work by filling out the appeal card on your table. Your donation could bring additional education to healthcare providers, or it may provide resources to families to get on a healthier path. You can rest assured that your funds will be put to good use. From our earliest beginnings, more than 100 years ago, Hallmark's vision has been to enrich lives, and that's something we don't take lightly. As part of that mission, we value caring and responsible corporate citizenship in each of the communities in which we operate. As we expand our presence in Northwest Arkansas, we look forward to serving this community as well. To that end, we are especially proud to be a sponsor of tonight's outstanding event. On behalf of Hallmark and our employees, thank you for your generous support of the Northwest Arkansas Heart Ball, and have a wonderful evening.
Aubrey Funa came into this world on October 2nd, 2012 at Willow Creek Women's Hospital in Johnson.
The day Aubrey was born was the happiest day of our life. Everything seemed fine. We were so thankful that she was healthy and doing so well.
2 days later, when Alicia and Ryan Funa were about to take their baby girl home, everything changed.
She started to turn blue in the nursery. They gave her oxygen, and she didn't respond to the oxygen. So when she didn't respond to the oxygen, they moved her to the NICU, where they did echocardiogram and discovered that she had a congenital heart defect called transposition of the great arteries.
Basically, her arteries were switched. That's the most basic way to say it. So blood would recirculate back into her body instead of mixing with the oxygen in her lungs, which is obviously life-sustaining.
I was in complete shock. I was just bawling, and I couldn't comprehend what was going on. They called for the Angel One, and they came and they had her in an incubator transport, and we got to say bye and touch her, one last time before she was airlifted.
Baby Aubrey was flown to Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock to undergo an arterial switch through open heart surgery.
The morning before she went into open heart surgery, I held her, and I literally didn't know if we were going to have a future together.
Aubrey made it through the 8-hour procedure, and her surgery was a success.
She always surprised the medical staff. She always beat the odds every time. A lot of times, children can be there for a lot longer than she was, but she was just such a strong little girl, and she kept beating the odds.
Aubrey was released from the hospital on October 22nd.
It was a nerve-wracking drive home, if I can mention that. I'll tell you, I've never driven so carefully and at 55 miles an hour in my life with the hands at 3 and 9, and just very, very steady because we had pretty precious cargo in the back.
We were just elated. We were thrilled. We actually brought her home on our first wedding anniversary, and it was the best present that we could ever imagine.
Whoa, look at it.
It's been a new beginning for the Funa family, and they're enjoying every minute of it.
Now we're able to have all those firsts together. She's about to be 6 months, so she's not crawling or walking yet, but we've had a lot of firsts. Her first bottle, her first sweet potatoes, her first pears, first time playing with toys, and her first Christmas.
You take that for granted unless you go through something like this.
Aubrey is expected to grow up and lead a normal, healthy life.
The surgery is a permanent fix. So we've come a long way with research, and a condition that used to have a 90% mortality rate now has a 96% success rate.
Before the mid-1900s to late 1900s, when they had procedures that could fix this, every baby that had this condition would die.
According to Northwest Health System pediatrician Dr. Lori Anderson, Aubrey's congenital heart disease could not have been prevented, but She says parents can do things to help prevent their children from developing heart disease down the road.
We encourage parents to have their children have an active lifestyle and to eat a good diet. We want children to be active, and we want to make sure that they don't gain too much weight, because we really see a lot of obesity in children now, and children are much more likely to develop problems with high blood pressure and with coronary artery disease, which would make them more likely to have heart attacks at younger ages than we've seen in the past.
We want to take what happened to Aubrey and be able to help others. The American Heart Association absolutely saved our daughter's life. If it wasn't for research and continued improvement with surgery, Aubrey would not be here today. To have an organization like that that continues to save babies' lives, I mean, it means the world to us.